with the men.
The perfume girl.
I'm surprised you like men at all. I mean, they haven't been very good to you, have they?
The Italian stallion.
This lady could be a model.
The makeover man.
We want to show nice people looking better.
But don't start without me.
And, Martin.
Good morning, Martin Day, the man with the hair on the air everywhere.
Thurrock will never be the same again.
You was late opening anyway this morning.
Lakesiders begins Monday at 8:30 on BBC One.
The new issue of the Radio Times includes features on forthcoming BBC programmes, together with complete listings for all television and major satellite channels. A helping hand for the seemingly impossible now on BBC One. Meet the Challenge.
Today, our contestants go green-fingered, face the final curtain and make flowers while the sun shines on Meet the Challenge.
Hello, my name's Debbie Flint and you're watching Meet the Challenge. This is a show that shows you how, giving you the tips on things that you can actually do in your own home. Now, with the help of our experts, 2 contestants get to compete over 3 games to win a mystery prize at the end. But the contestants have absolutely no idea what's in store. So let's meet the 2 brave people who are going to try to follow where our experts lead. A big welcome for Jane Wilson and Yasin Abdullah. Now, Jane, you're a senior sales assistant. What are you good at in the home?
I don't really do much around the house. A bit of cleaning.
Say what you said about the gardening.
You asked me if I was good at gardening. I said I've mowed the lawn twice, and that's it.
So that's what you're gardening done. Oh, bless. Now, Yasin, you're also in sales, aren't you? Sales manager.
I'm a sales manager, yeah.
And what are you good at around the home?
I do a bit of tiling. I love motoring, mechanics. When it comes... basically general DIY.
Yeah?
You know,
what lets you down, though?
Electrics. I had a bad experience, so not to do with electrics ever again.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to find out about the very first challenge that we have for you today. For your first game, you're going to learn how to... make your own bottle garden. Seems quite easy.
It does, yeah.
It's like a bit difficult to get your hand in there sometimes, but there's someone who's got all the answers to help you meet the challenge. Please welcome, from Blue Peter, gardening expert extraordinaire, Claire Bradley. Hiya, Claire. Lovely to have you here. Now, is there a secret technique to this, then, like a ship in a bottle?
Well, not really. There might be once they've grown. You know, we're using small plants, which is just to make it easy for you, OK? But, yeah, there's a few little tricks of the trade.
And it's a different type of plant you should use, because there are definite ones you shouldn't.
Well, the beauty of a bottle garden is, I mean, there's no point in using it to grow common or garden, you know, common plants. Use it to grow those choice plants that kind of always die as houseplants in your house, because this is a really nice, protected environment for them.
Right. And we'll tell you about those as we go along. So it's time to meet the challenge. Where'd you start?
OK, first of all, we want some drainage in the bottom, all right? Because there's no holes in the bottom of this container, so water can't escape. So these sort of expanded clay granules in the bottom will help. We'll shake it around.
What are these called, Claire?
They're just expanded clay granules that you can buy in any garden centre. It's just all grit. You could use grit if you wanted to.
OK.
OK, and it's just to make a drainage layer in the bottom. Then we need compost. And to the compost, I want you to add some of this charcoal. Stand back, because it's a bit powdery.
Why do you add it?
You can buy... Charcoal helps keep the compost sweet, all right? Because this compost is going to be here a long time, and as I said before, there's no drainage. And if you put charcoal in, it helps absorb sort of excess gases and excess water, really, from the compost. So mix that in a bit, and then start adding it to your bottle. In it
Using
goes.
a small enough flower pot, presumably, so it goes in easily.
Yeah.
Almost. Hey, getting on, guys? Not bad so far?
It's OK.
Yeah? How far in do you put the soil?
I think we want it to... Yeah, about 4 or 5 inches deep would be fine. I think I'm about there now. Now, we've got to make some special tools, OK? We've done a fork for you and a cotton reel, and I want you to put a spoon on the end, which is going to act as a trowel.
Look at these. Bless.
OK? There are special implements, because, of course, you can't fit your hand in the top of this jar, so use the tape to go round.
So how do you make it? Tell us how you're doing it.
Just tape it on with some sticky tape. Sticky back plastic.
As long as it
That'll
stays there.
OK, and that's our weapon. So we can get in there and smooth that around. OK. Now, for the plants. Tidy this up a bit so it looks gorgeous as we're doing it.
That's better.
My centrepiece is going to be this lovely little parlour palm. I'm not sure if you've all got the same choice of plants, but pick whatever you want. But it's a sweet little thing. It will eventually get, if you can't get out of the pot, tap it on the side. We'll eventually get a little too big for this, but they're very, very slow growing, so it's going to last
always
for
put
a few
one of those
years.
in the middle?
No, you know, whatever you fancy, really. But special plants that, you know, like a moist atmosphere, and then just drop it in. This is what the cotton reel is for. It's a tamper.
So get your cotton reel.
So tamp round the outside of it to firm it down nicely. That's beautifully in place. OK, next.
Does it matter which angle you view it from as to where you place the plants?
Well, it does. I mean, obviously, if you're going to have it only looking from one side, then you'll put your tallest things at the back and smaller ones in the front. But if it's an all-rounder, then you want things all around. This is a lovely little polka dot plant. This will spread... Oops, I dropped mine.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, because you can use your implements to get in.
It's like gardening with chopsticks,
and straighten it up. And pop it in the hole. Whoops, like that. OK, I'm going to go with a little begonia next. These are rather special little plants. And again, they don't like a dry atmosphere.
Yeah, lots of people have problems with begonias that die all the time.
They do indeed. So that's going in there. Drop it in. Straighten it up with your fork. So your fork is acting like a little hand fork, really, and your spoon is like a trowel. Get in place, you. Don't worry, once they're in, they won't be disturbed again, because they'll start growing and you actually won't be able to get them out again. OK, I think sort of 4 or 5 plants in here would be great. Now, maidenhair ferns, they always die, don't they?
Yeah.
They're always for sale in shops and they always die. And the reason is because they don't like a hot, dry air. They like moist conditions.
So that's what you've got inside here, very moist, a bit tropical.
It's actually a sort of, it's a self-sustaining environment, really. The plants sort of recycle all the moisture because plants absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen and water vapour, and that condenses on the side. It runs all the way down the side and goes back to the plant's roots.
What happens if it goes all green and mouldy, though? Oh, 30 seconds left, guys. See if we can get that 5th plant in.
Right, shall we put one more in? Yes, we can always... My begonias
very quickly, and then we water it.
This is a little tiny fig, OK, dwarf fig, Ficus pumila. And this, keep an eye on this, because it's quite rampant, but it'll grow all the way up round the sides of the pot, and it'll look rather nice. Okay. But it will need to be trimmed up.
And we would end up normally watering them.
Yeah, and then you would give these a good watering once, and then after that, you shouldn't need to water it again. You just use the saucer, put that on the top.
And that's it. And that's it. And that's how you make your bottle garden. Tools down, stop where you are. Now, tell us about this lid, because this is an important bit, isn't it?
This is the lid. OK, so you water it really well when you've finished, and then you put the saucer on top. Now, from then on, it's, as I said, it's a sort of... It's a cycle.
You never have to water it again,
You shouldn't have to water it, because the plants give off water vapour, it condenses around the side, goes back into the roots. If it all steams up and you can't see the plants, then remove the saucer. It's very scientific.
Take the lid off,
you see. And then you can just put it back on again, or move it off a half. You have to bond with your bottle garden, really, and understand it.
Well, let's go and bond with Yassins over this side. Marks out of 5, please.
Hey, pretty good first impression. That's great. Isn't that? Don't you think?
Feel free to turn
Not
it round.
bad at all.
What do you think about the depth of the soil and everything?
Well, depth of soil's quite good. I mean, you've contoured it, haven't you? You know, he's landscaped it a little bit, given it a few hillocks. The parlour palm is slightly lopsided on that side, but all in all, I think that's jolly good.
Mark,
get your saucer on top there. Oh, 4 out of 5.
4. That's fantastic. Well done, Yassin. And how about James? What do you think?
It's so good. I thought this was going to be difficult. It's so good. You're a dab hand with these bamboo canes.
So they're positioned well? What about the
fabulous.
soil?
Good position, nice spacing. Probably slightly better spacing than over there. And the soil is a lovely depth, you know, and they're planted nice and deeply.
Out of 5?
Tough. I gave him 4, didn't I? I'm going to have to give you 5.
She's got 5. Top marks. Well done, Jane. And thank you very much to our expert, Claire Bradley. Well, after the first game, the scores stand at Yassin with 4 and Jane with 5. It was ever so close. Claire had a difficult job marking. Well, let's reveal our second challenge. You're going to have to learn how to... swag your curtains. So tell me, have you ever swagged your curtains?
No. Never. Just draw them and that's it.
Yeah, well, you know what it is? It's like that curtain decoration all the trendy designers do. Exactly. We've got a trendy designer to help you meet the challenge. Please welcome from Change That interior designer, Anna Ryder Richardson. Lovely to have you
Hi.
here. Well, people are so frightened of doing this type of thing to their curtains, aren't they? Why?
Well, I'm going to show you a very, very easy way to do it, so you won't be frightened anymore.
What have you done already?
Well, I've actually pre-cut the fabric, and we've got 2 types of fabric here, and
So
we're
you
going
get a candy twist design.
Exactly. They're all going to wrap around the pole together.
How did you get the lengths?
Right, a very handy hint, and I've actually done this for you, is you use a piece of string, and I've actually draped it in the way that I want the swag to be. So you get the whole size, take that off, and there you've got your measuring stick.
Tell us
for
about the pole.
fabric.
What's the pole?
Well, this is actually a proper curtain pole, very nice one, which can be quite expensive, but you could just go and buy a broom handle, spray that gold and stick a bit of cord on the end and maybe a tassel, and you've made your own.
Lovely. And you leave this much gap at the end?
Yes, you need that. That helps you to actually wrap the fabric around.
Lovely.
So are we going to...
So let's meet the challenge. Off you go. What do you do?
Right, we'll go for the thick cotton first. Now you can see we've got loads and loads of fabric here. I want you to find the middle first.
How long do you reckon this is, just out of interest?
It's about 6.5 metres.
Wow.
Because I want it to crumple up on the floor.
Incredible. It's about 20 feet.
So it's really luxurious. There we are.
Okay.
Now we've
And
got to go...
What width should it be?
Well, I would suggest quite wide, because then you get a really sumptuous swag.
Metre? Metre and a half?
This is about 60 inches, so it's about 1.5 metres. We're going up the ladder.
That's 5 feet, yeah.
Very carefully up the ladder.
Carefully up the ladder.
Oh, right. Ready?
Far away.
So we found the middle, and you're just going to take it up here first.
So you're aiming to get the bit that you found to be the middle in the middle, and then sort the rest out
Exactly.
after. What if it's a massive window? Would you need absolutely huge amounts
Masses
of
of fabric, basically.
But do the same
this-
trick with a string?
This was £3 a metre.
Right,
So it's not bad at all.
What about the surface of the fabric? Which way round should it be at this point?
Right, we want the green bit, and with you red and with you blue to the front, really.
And how much do you leave at the bottom?
I like it to crumple on the floor, so it gives us a really rich look. So then
She
we're
likes
gonna
a
go
good crumple.
up here. It's quite wrinkled, this fabric, but I think it looks all right wrinkled.
Rich,
personally.
yeah.
Up
What
and
sort
over.
of fabric should it be? Because this is like a cotton.
This is a
Could you use
cotton.
other things?
Yes, I try not to get anything too slippery because it's just going to
won't
slide
stay,
off.
yeah. And this is a method where you can decorate your curtains without much sewing or gluing.
Yes, you just need to hem the bottoms, really, to stop it fraying. That's the only sewing you need. If you wanted a very, very wide swag, you'd have to join the fabric, you know, the widths, and then you'd end up with more that way. But we're going to wrap the other one round as well. So then we go, oh, that looks nice, over that way, and it comes down the other side. How are we doing?
How deep should these swaggy bits be at this stage?
However you want, but I'm going to keep them about there, and then the other one's going to weave inside and up there.
Right, so you're leaving the gaps because the other one's going to
Exactly.
weave.
And we
You've
can
got gaps
fiddle
ready
around.
for your weaving. They should be over
No.
here and straight down. Over here and straight down. Underneath and straight down.
Right, the next piece.
No, the other way,
Very
straight
good.
down. Second piece is
Second
now, guys.
piece, find the middle again.
You're doing well on the end there, Jane. Brilliant. Quickly, Yasin.
Move the ladder back.
And of course, at home, you'd have loads more time to do this. And then you can start to talk about your extra decorations and tassels and things that you can add to it.
So now we want to go up here.
This is not the same trick. You're not on the middle of this fabric, are you, on the end?
You can find the middle again, but I'm actually just going to judge it by the other piece that we've just put up, because it is the same length. Then
How
we're
would you
gonna go-
clean something like this? I suppose if it's all in one piece, you can just take it off, wash it and put it back up again.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Just
What
give
if you
it a
wanted it
shake.
permanently up there, though?
Well, what you can do is once you've actually found your gathers, you could sew along the top with a needle, and then you can stick some Velcro on top of the stitches and on the pole, and that will stay there forever.
What would you put on the window itself, though? This is the dressing to make it look pretty. What do you keep the light out with?
Well, you could have a roller blind behind there, which would be very reasonable to put up, or you could have curtains that actually work behind. You just put the curtain trap behind the actual pole.
OK.
Right, so we're going over here.
And you could pick out the colours, presumably, of the decor in your room, or maybe, again, the curtains
Yep.
and the cushions, rather. OK. Now, you
Right.
should be
So just frilly
doing the
around
finishing
with
touches
it.
at this point,
We need
guys.
to be doing some zhuzhing at the bottom.
Yeah. And then what
And
would you put on? You could make lots of
tassels.
different types of...
2 tassels.
Where
Quick,
would you
grab
put
your tassels.
you wanted to put them, where would you put them? You could
You
put them on your tie back.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, that could loosen up. And
put
also, you can get those plastic frames that you can make windows with without stitching as well, can't you? The honeycomb shape.
Yes, and you can do all sorts of exotic shapes with
More
that.
elaborate shapes. OK.
You can change it every week.
Last
There we are.
finishing touches, guys.
Just strip around at the bottom as well.
And that is how you make a swag on your windows. Well, that's fab. That's absolutely wonderful. And this is the designer way in the middle there. So you've got the candy twist going around the centre. Rather nice. Let's see how Jane's got on. Let's go across to Jane's first of all.
Wow.
Marks out of 5, please.
I think that's very, very, very good. Isn't it? She's got a lovely twist there. They're both coming down the inside. You got your tassels up as well. I think that's definitely a 4.
Oh, 4 out of 5. Well done, Jane. Over this side. Yes, you tried, didn't you?
You did try,
I did.
didn't you?
I did.
And I think that's... I think 2 for effort.
Oh, well done. Well done. Thanks very, very much to our expert, Anna Ryder-Richardson. Well, let's see how the scores stand after 2 games. Yasin's got 6, but in the lead with 9, it's Jane. That is marvellous. What about you, Yasin? What was the difficult bit then for you?
The difficult bit is I didn't know which way to do it, you know, and I just followed my own thing and just, you know, it just got tightened up and I couldn't...
And you did the Yasin swag.
Well, yeah, short there, long there.
Fantastic. Oh, well tried anyway. Well, it's crunch time now, but there's all to play for as we go into our final challenge for today, which is learning how to make paper flowers the expert way. Is it the kind of thing you would have thought of doing?
Last time I did it was at school.
Yeah, and at school they always say decorate a hat, don't they?
Yeah.
You never know how. Well, we're going to learn now. To help you meet the challenge, please welcome Karen Roberts-Marshall. Karen, lovely to have you here. It's very fashionable now, isn't it, to have this sort of display at home?
Paper flowers are absolutely everywhere.
Lasts for ages, no problem. What have you done already?
I've made the petals.
And Karen's done some for you guys. You've got a head start now. You do it alongside Karen. It's time to meet the challenge.
Right, first of all, you take your paper. Now, this can be either crepe or tissue, any kind of soft paper, and put your template over the top like that.
And what are we doing now?
You're now cutting round the template. If you've got little children, then draw around it, because it makes it easier.
Safety scissors.
That's right, and safety scissors. Do be careful. We don't want to give you a manicure while you're doing this. And
this is to make a couple more petals. How many should you have?
Between 5 and 7. Always use uneven amounts. Now we've got your template and your petals.
Right. Template and petals, guys.
That's it.
What do you need? What are these bits?
This is the stem. This is the middle part of the flower.
What is it?
So it's florist wire that you get from a florist, or you can use garden wire, and lots of different lengths, and a cork. Now, what do you do with the corks? The corks that are special corks. I'm using champagne corks, for instance.
Cork and kitchen wire, guys.
That's right.
Ready?
In your hands, and put the cork into the centre of the wire. Turn it and now twist.
Twist the cork, not the wire.
Twist the cork, and that's a bit like when you're tying up a freezer bag, OK?
Keep it nice and tight.
That's right. You must keep it secure, because remember,
you use
that's
freezer bag ties?
No, you need to use something that's
a garden cane
a
for
bit
the stem.
stronger. Turn your wire over so
it.
that you've got a shorter one, and now take.
So you've got a short one, Yasin.
That's it. And now take your modelling clay and skewer it.
Halve it.
Because
fold the bottom up. Finger in the middle. Finger in the middle. Fold the bottom up. Fold the top down. You've got it upside down.
That's it.
No, you've turned it around.
You turn it
What are you like?
Your bottom. That's it. And now you're supposed to have it like that. OK? And now put your...
What's this?
It's wrong. That's what it is.
It's supposed to be on the bottom and then edge it all out.
And how are we doing here, Yasin? Like that. Put your petal in the middle of the cork, OK? And this time we take the one petal at a time, Yasin. One petal at a time.
Hold it in the middle for us so you can see.
And now put the florist tape right through the centre.
Now, this is clever stuff, this, isn't it? It's not like ordinary sticky tape.
It's absolutely wonderful. And you might have to ask your florist nicely because they don't always have spare. It stretches. So while you're putting it round, take it right the way down round your bud.
And sticks to itself as well.
That's it. And this is actually the tip that you have to go right down to the end.
So then you cover up the wire. And this is what they do a lot in flower arranging. So once you've got this, you might even be tempted to try your own proper flower arranging.
Again, if you're making anything with fresh or dried flowers.
What's the technique with this then, Karen? Because you've made it look easy, but if you have a look at Yasin, he's having a bit of a problem.
Yes, the technique is to hold and pull at the same time.
So stay there a sec.
There you go.
Hold and pull.
Now,
right, so you fold it
take
like
your
this.
second petal and put that into the centre there like
Here we
that.
go.
You don't have to keep winding it round too much. Here we are. And this time again, just repeat.
Next one.
So just a little bit at a time, Yasin. See, it's catching. You drop it, and so do I now. Here we are. So
if you pinch the back of the petal here, it sort of crimps it up a little bit.
It gives
and
it
that helps
its
it to
shape.
bend over eventually.
There we are.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can use tissue paper. I'm using crepe here because, believe it or not, it's supposed to be easier.
Okay. And how many more do you put on?
Well, again, that's your second. And we now put our third one on. How are we doing? Jane, you're doing brilliantly there.
If you didn't want to just end up with a cone or a tube, how would you do it? You bend them back as you go?
No, you bend them back at the end. Because,
right at the very end?
Yes. Just don't tie them too tightly.
Or perhaps put them slightly underneath the bud bit in the centre.
That's it.
So they're at an angle.
The other trick to do is to make sure that you do put the florist tape actually on top of itself.
And pull it tight. That's the other thing with it.
Yes, it is pulling it tight.
Definitely.
That makes the
Now, you could take
difference.
ideas from patterns you might have in the home. Maybe you've got a nice little Capodimonte flower that you want to make yourself. Or just copy nature, basically.
That's right. The thing about paper flowers is that they'll never, ever turn out the same. You always get two different. So I take the fifth petal and put that into the space and, again, repeat with your florist tape, making sure you pull it really tight and flat against itself. Now, if you're making a different kind of flower, you use either 3, 5
or 7. It's
or
usually
7.
odd.
Yes, yes.
Or it could be different shapes. If it was a chrysanthemum, you'd add loads of them.
That's right, little rounded ones.
And now we're running out of time. Open it out for us.
There we go.
Quick.
And just pull the petals down to make your flower.
Absolutely brilliant. Let's go over and see how Yasin's done. Now, that doesn't look too bad.
No, well done. Oh, dear.
Well, it didn't look too bad.
It didn't look too bad. He's used about 3.5 miles of tape.
Look at this, look. Tried hard.
You did try very hard. Well done for trying, but I'm afraid I can't really even give you... I'll give you 1.
OK, one for effort, bless him. Over to the other side.
Right.
How's Jane done?
Jane, stay together-ish.
Yes, not bad.
Now, when you pull the petals out again...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. Just needs a little bit more time and practice.
A little bit of teasing.
There we go. Oh, I'd say 4.
4! She's only dropped 1 point again. Well done. And thank you very much to our expert, Karen Roberts-Marshall. So our final scores are Yasin with 7, but today's winner with 13 is Jane. Fantastic. But listen, no one loses on this show. And to prove it, here's your Meet the Challenge clock. Well done, Yasin.
Thank you.
What did you learn today that you would do again?
The garden in the little...
Yeah. Going to make your own bottle garden. Fantastic. What about you, Jane?
The gardening thing. With the saucer on top, I'd never thought to do that. I'd just kept putting water in.
So you've got all the tips.
Curtains.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Marvellous. And as our winner, you also get your clock, your Meet the Challenge clock, and the mystery prize, which relates to one of the games that we did. And today's mystery prize is... a bottle garden specially created just for you by Claire Bradley. It's lovely, that one, isn't it? Brilliant. Well done. Thank you ever so much for taking part. Well, that's it for today. Thanks very much to our experts, Claire Bradley, Anna Ryder-Richardson and Karen Roberts-Marshall. Hope you picked up some useful tips as well, just like we did. And we'll see you again. Same time, same channel, different challenges. Bye for now.
Further information can be found on CFAX page 615.
Tomorrow on Watchdog, The Big Dinner, we're going for a curry to Bombay to see what they make of British chicken tikka masala here in India. Plus, make-up for food. Would you fancy yours without it? And recipes. Why, if you can't get them right, it might not be your fault. That's Watchdog, The Big Dinner, tomorrow at 7 on BBC One.
Am I going to die?
What do I know? The gift of life.
Give me something to work on.
You may be one of the lucky ones.
I'll just sail through.
The gift of time.
Reckon this family's had enough of cancer, don't you?
The gift of courage.
Your wife doesn't want any more medical intervention.
She can't do that.
Talk to me, not her.
Why? You've given up. I can't stand this.
And I can.
Amanda Burton and Neil Dudgeon star in The Gift, Sunday at 9 on BBC One.
Now on BBC One, remember these terrific transformations.
Welcome to Style Challenge Classics, where we invite you to relive some of your favourite moments from the series. And there were quite a few when we took the show on the road to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the BBC in the beautiful West Country. Bang on time. I'm here at Fox Brothers Textile Mill, which is celebrating an anniversary of its own. This family-run firm has passed through the generations for 225 years, and to commemorate it, we're meeting two hard-working employees who have clocked up a well-earned makeover.
I'm Cindy Ridgely, and I've worked here since I was 16 as a weaver. My family's been at Fox Brothers for 2 generations. I want to have a makeover so that I can look glamorous for the Fox Brothers Christmas do.
Hi, my name is Pete Smith. I've been a machine tuner and have been weaving cloth for 34 years to make suits. I think it's about time I actually own one.
This is the pattern and cutting room where samples of Fox materials are catalogued and sent all over the world. And Cindy is ready to start.
What I feel your hair needs is lots of layering and obviously to make it look soft, because it's just a little bit bulky.
So there's work going on in the background, but Cindy's got her feet up. And you've briefed Errol here, but you know that hairdressers don't always do what they're asked to do.
That's kind of Cindy's hair, but obviously a little bit more textured. But what we're going to do is something in between that.
But this is a hair that will not work for me. This is the counting room where the cloth is costed and the books are balanced, and it's where Peter's getting an image overhaul. Where are you going to start, Billy?
Well, with Peter's hair, it seems a bit unruly, so I'm going to begin more on the facial hair with the eyebrows, the nose and the ears. And this is an area that's always forgotten about. It's a very old traditional way of doing men's hair.
Wow, more of this marvellous boardroom, and this time there's a wardrobe in the corner. What have you got in mind for Cindy, David?
Well, Cindy's actually very short. She's 4'11", but she wants to be taken seriously. She's going to a lovely dinner that the Fox Brothers actually do every year.